Hello, welcome. So I'm going to finally do it today. I'm going to show you guys how it is I did that one hairstyle that you all seem to love. So I was going to try to switch it up the way I initially wanted to do the hairstyle, which was with braids. However, to save time, because I'm not going anywhere and it's raining where I'm at, I'm just going to do the simple hairstyle. It's a lot easier from what I remember as far as what you got to do. But yeah, like I said, it just went well for me because I wasn't planning on doing it. But let's see how it goes now. So first things first, I'm going to untangle my hair, throw in some heat protectant, and let's get the ball rolling. So I am going to spray my hair just a little bit. Probably take this Band-Aid off. So I'm gonna need it for the spread the cream right now. Ow, this Band-Aid really stuck. Gave myself a bit of a cut. Alright. Anyways. So I'm not gonna like dampen it, but just enough to be able to put the heat protectant in. And really the main focus as far as curls, because I did curl my hair, is going to be on the bottom of the hair. So that's where I'm going to place the heat protectant. I'll take my rings off. 2 quick little pumps, nothing big. Do one side, make sure I get it right. So I don't know if this is the right way to do it, the wrong way. This is just how I do it and what's worked for me. Do the other side. Same thing. So I'm putting all this in my hair already. Is because I did have to wet it a bit. I wanted to dry a little, and I didn't wet it much, as you could tell, because it's not like soaking wet. But just enough to get the heat protectant on, because it is a cream. So I want to make sure it gets everywhere. And then also to make sure that happens is to comb it out, because you'll get to more hair that way. That's one side. And that's the other side. Okay. Now to section off the hair. I had to readjust my initial setup. And I'm going to be looking down for a bit because I have a mirror directly underneath, just so I could see what I'm doing. All right, so now that the hair is all untangled, what you want to do is start parting off the top, because I'm going to work on that part first, and then we're going to section off the bottom and then work on the bottom. So I'm going to do the top first. You want to get any kind of what do you want to say, comb that you may have. I use this. I use the bottom of it just to section it off easier. So I basically just want to do my crown, which is just the top. So that's one side. The way I did it, because I initially wanted braids, I kind of did it more like in an arrow effect, not so straight like apart, but more of like a horizontal thing. I don't know if that's making any sense, but that's initially what I was trying to do. So do the same on the other side. I just grab the hair off the top. I try to make sure I have the same amount on both sides. So this portion on its own is a little bit of a process. So if it wasn't for filming, it wouldn't take so long. It was actually a pretty quick thing. There you go. And then I top it off here. I don't know if you can see that line. It might not be a straight one, but that's okay. All right. So I did that. Got that sectioned off. Let's hold that off. And then we're going to get the rest of it together to keep the rest of the hair out of the way, because we're not working with that yet. So just section it off in a ponytail. You can comb it out, use your fingers, whatever you feel comfortable with. I prefer to comb it out just because when I'm working on the top, I don't want to pull any baby hair out. I want to make sure it's as flat as can be so that I'm separating the hair. So I don't know if you can see it, but I'm just really making sure I'm fixing it. All right. So once that's done, feels pretty good. I always pull my hair to see about any loose hair. So if you lose hair, shouldn't be like in big, huge chunks, but if a little bit goes here and there, that's inevitable. That's how hair is. It's going to happen. Fallout is inevitable. It's normal. There's no way to stop it, but you can minimize it with the right kind of products. Okay, so now that the bottom is done and sectioned off for now, we are going to work with the top. So once I section off the top, I'll show you in a minute, but what I use is these little clear rubber bands. I got these at Target, possibly even, mainly Target. I was going to say maybe Walmart or Rite Aid, but more than likely it was Target. So I use two, because if you guys use these or happen to have heavy hair, when you pull them, they snap. Even if I double them up, one always snaps or both always snap. So you always have to be prepared. Either take extra or just make sure not to pull so tight. I tend to pull tight just because I like it tight and in place and not to move. But that can sometimes be an issue where it's too tight and then it snaps. And the crazy thing is I feel when it snaps. So like, I don't know. It could just be me. I lifted up the skin more. All right. Hopefully that doesn't bother me. So... okay, that's just for one side. I didn't even get the other side. Let me see. Okay, got the other one. So got the two. The reason why you really got to dig is because in the little pack, they come in like 3 different sizes. They're really tiny, the middle, and then these big guys that I'm going to use. So I want to make sure I have the right size for all 4. Then check that it's even, or that you're okay with how even it is. Okay with that. Make sure you're moving your hair out of the way. The hair you're not going to be using. Okay, and then the one you are, start working with. So I like to get all the hair, so I make sure I comb underneath and above. And all I did was just pull my hair back. Hold on. There we go. I have to be careful to comb it, right? And not pull hair from any area I do not mean to pull hair from. All right. So just with my fingers and the brush, pulling it back and off to like an angle. So not only straight back, but like off to the side. That's how I did it. Still feel a little bit of hair there in the back, kind of sticking up. So just carefully get your brush, your comb, whatever you're using back there. Now for the rubber bands. If you hold it off where you want it to end is even better, because that's just going to guarantee it staying there. And you can hold it as tight as possible. So I just grab both rubber bands and I start working them in the hair, looping them around. All right, once it's looped, I give it a little tug there. Okay, so that one's done. Now we're gonna do the other one. Same thing, you just repeat it. Give it a little comb over here. Really got to pull that skin. All right, so got that. Give both rubber bands. Get them in the correct position. Start working them in. Let me give it one more. I was about to let it go. Let me give it one more. It's probably why they always tear on me. And the tight tug at the end, I'm sure, does not help. But anywho, all right, so they're on. Okay, as good as can be. Now, the next thing I did was I began curling my hair. So as I've been doing this, the wand has been warming up. So now for the rest of the hair. You let go of the ponytail that you initially did. There goes the rest of the hair. And then what I did was just split it down the middle from the back. With my fingers, doesn't have to be perfect. And the bottom of my neck, hold the hair out. What I like to do, section off the hair so it doesn't get caught up. So then, pull the hair out. I like to always comb it out so it doesn't tangle up. Right. And then I think I began from the back and worked my way forward. So just from the bottom and forward. Sorry if I go quiet. I tend to use my mouth as my third hand. So here we go. So I'm going to have to pick it up because then I can't explain to you what it is I'm doing here. All right. So here, all I do, I'm used to old school ones with the clip and turning them. But with this, all I did was wrap my hair around the barrel. So I think I went, I can't remember if I went over or under. I think I went under. Ya ni me acuerdo. How did I do it? See, that's why I do the old school ones, because I don't know the other. Oh, that's how I did it. Okay. I remembered. See, I told you guys, I'm not even sure how it came out. I wasn't planning on it. I just started doing stuff. Hold it for a few seconds. Let it go. And that's just how it drops. Do that to the rest of the hair. So for the sake of the video, I'm going to pause this here to speed it up. I don't know if you guys could tell or not. I legit burnt the shit on my arm right now. Ow, it's freaking hurting. You can see where the skin is peeling. Damn, I put the whole barrel on. It's okay. It's gonna get better. Ow. Esa madre caló. Ugh. Okay, so this side of the hair is done. I still have this side to do. One thing I did not mention to you guys beforehand was when you're wrapping your hair around the wand, you want to wrap away from your face. So instead of curling in, you want to curl out. And also when you're like, if you're doing the method I am, where you're like wrapping it around, you want to make sure you're not twisting your hair in the process. I want to make sure I don't have any twisties here. No, I don't, none that I could tell. But if you do, like, you'll notice it in the curl. It won't lay as flat, and it's going to have a weird design to it. So, with that being said, I'm going to finish this other side and then get on with the rest of this video. All right, so now that the hair is done, let go of this clip. I'm okay with it. The first original hairstyle, I did have two little hair strands out, so I curled those out too, but that day they just kept getting in my hairs and my face, so I'm not going to do that today, but you can if you choose to. I'm for the most part leaving it out of my hair. Can't remember if I combed it all out prior to grabbing it together. I want to say I did because my curls weren't all crazy intact. So let's just separate the hair. Like I said, I can't remember. I didn't plan it. That day I did it, it just came out. But for sure, usually when I curl it, I like separate the curl with the rest of the hair, just so it looks fuller. You can run a brush through it too if you choose to. So then, my old hairspray, it's open. Okay, so then just get 2 of these guys, 2 rubber bands, and all I did was just grab my hair, same thing down the middle. Like I said, you could re-split it yourself if you want. Once all the hair's together, go down in between with your fingers, or you can use your same comb you used in the beginning. It's totally up to you. Then I didn't do much. I just grabbed them all the hair once I split it. See, just bringing it down together, combing it out of my ear. I wanted my hair behind my ear, that was for sure. So just bringing it all down like this with my fingers, and then wrapping it right behind my ear, like where my earrings are at. And then probably didn't do it that tight. I probably left them a little more loose, but that's basically it. Sorry if you hear my mother in the background. I hear her clearly, but when I tend to film, I don't hear her on the video. Not all the time, and then sometimes her voice just happens to come out. So if you hear her, yeah, that's my mama. So just comb all the hair with your fingers. Like I said, grab it together here by your ear, where your earrings are, or if your ears are pierced. If not, just by your earlobe. I give the other one 3, so I'm gonna give this one 3 too. Ow, pull the baby hair. Lift it kind of loose. Okay, well, originally that wasn't up. Let me see. But here, for the most part, you guys get what I did. I had it right here. There we go, closer to the ear. All right. And that's it. That's exactly how the hairstyle was. Let me just try to get some of this down. I don't comb my baby hairs. Like, to lay my edges down, I don't do that. I don't know how to, as it is. So that's not gonna happen. That's why I had the little thing, but at least that's out of the way. So that's originally why I did the little twirls in the front. But that's all I did. It was really simple. Minus the burn the first time, but in the process of showing you guys, I burned the crap out of myself, and it's starting to want to blister, and it's really bugging. But it's okay. It was worth the video. I fixed my hair. Finally got to show you guys how to do it. So if you recreate it, please tag me. I'd like to see how it turned out for you, or if you switched it up.